Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So this video is kind of unique. It is just based on my experience. I'm gonna share you some rules, some tips, which might not be enough, but it can help you. It can give you some extra plus point. And if you watch it right before your tournament, so it is mostly about classical tournament, and based on my experience of 7 games. There was actually 9 games, but I only played seven. So I'm gonna tell you about the 7 games. So let's start. There might be the not okay. Let's start with the rule. There might and then some tips after that. Okay, so let's head right into the rules. Okay, so I'm not gonna give you like a rule number one, rule number two, rule number three, like exactly best, but I'm just gonna give you some common rules. And it is not gonna be like this is a rule and you must follow it. Okay, that's not gonna be something like that. So as you can see on the screen, that there is that you'll be provided with a sheet of paper. There would be number. It would be based on the tournament. Some would provide 60, some would provide 40, some would even provide 80, and there will be two columns, white and black. So you need to write what white. If you are playing black, then yeah, then you need to write white what white plays, and if you are white, then you need to also write the both moves, as you can see on the screen, like a white has e4 and black has e5, and then knight f3 and then and g6, and bishop b5 and d6. So so it tells that white has played e4, then black e5, then after white plays knight f3, then knight c6. Yes, so this is the paper to match your and opponents both of the both of the moves. Okay, so yes, in paper, and there are many things that might be new for you as well. So b actually determines for the bishop. Okay, b actually determines for the bishop, and is for the knight. F3 means that is the square. Okay, so let's see in this. Okay, in this as well. Okay, sorry, that is not okay. I was trying to hide, but I made something different. Okay, let's go for analysis. And okay, let's set up the positions. Let's say d4. Okay, so as you can see on the side, is it visible? Yes. As you can see on the side, that this is the d4, but the opponent played e4, right? So we are gonna go for e4, e5, e4 and e5. So after that, you can see again e4, e5. Then after knight f3 and knight c6. So knight f3 means this is the square for knight f3, and yes, knight f3. Then after knight f6, something like that. Let's see again. Knight c6, c6. Okay, knight c6 goes for this, so knight comes out here. So for the bishop, let's say bishop, you are gonna write bishop and c4. Okay, and for the queen, that's q. For the king, that's k, and for the rook, that's r, and for especially for the pawn, like uh, like even in this position, e4 means you are just gonna write e4. Okay, the as this pawn is on e and this row is on e4. Okay, so for take, okay, for take there are many different rules. Okay, some are gonna write pawn, but okay, let's say that. Okay, this goes. Okay, this is gonna be d5 because d and 5. So now in this situation, let's say white takes. Okay, look, that is ex d5 means from the e file it has taken on d5. So ex on d5. Okay, so that what it says. So if some materials are captured, okay, let's say even in this position queen takes it, so it's gonna be queen q x d5. Okay, d5, and if the bishop takes, bishop x d5. So and for the checkmate, that is gonna be as that is gonna be as something like this. Okay, I'm gonna make it perfectly. You are gonna write the move as well and then has. Okay, and let's say that is something like mm, let's say something like, for the check it goes, look, bishop x f7 and plus. Okay, and plus is also needed because plus means check. So these are the rules for writing on the paper. Okay, so let's recall it. You are gonna write on the right n for the knight, bishop b for the bishop, rook r, and then king k, queen q, and for the pawn you are just gonna write the square name, and if take you are gonna write x, and then this, you know, x, first the name, okay, name of the material, let's say bishop, then after x and on which square, d5 something d4. Okay, that is the rule for writing on the paper. So after the game has ended, you are after the game has ended, there will be three sections. There will be um, black, white, result, and arbiter. Arbiter means the referee of that, of your game. Okay, so there would be the sign of black on the paper. There will be two paper, for the white and for the black, and then you are gonna sign on opponent's paper, and then you are gonna sign on your paper as well. Opponent is gonna sign his paper as well as your paper as well. So and then there will be the section for result, which will be considered 0 and 1, and 0 and 1, and after that arbiter signs. That's it. That is the only rule for the paper. And let's move into the rule, and that is outside of the paper. Okay, okay, so now in this one we are going to talk about the pieces and the board and the venues rule again. So number one rule is there will be a default time. Let's say you are playing the classical 90 minutes game, then you will be provided with 15 minutes to 30 minutes. It is the best, but minimum is 15 minutes. So default time means that, let's say the game starts at 8 o'clock, then let's say you are late as well, and 8:15 is your limit. Okay, after that the opponent will be declared winner, and the game will be walk over. And let's say the game starts at 8 and you are late for 15 minutes, and 15 minutes, that 15 minutes is the default time, and if somewhere is 30 minutes, then 8 to 8:30 will be your waiting time. Like you will be waiting for your opponent, or the opponent will be waiting for you. And if you or your opponent does not arrive on time, then the opponent will be declared, or you will be declared the winner. So that's the number one rule for the time. So, and yes, second rule is, when you touch that piece, but you need to move it, or you should say to your opponent, like you should, like you are gonna adjust the piece. Like, have you seen the Magnus adjusting the piece after start of the game? You can only do at the starting of the game. After that, if you touch any of the square, any of the pieces, like let's say you touch the pawn, you need to move the pawn no matter what, because if you don't do it, it will be illegal. And even if you if you touch the queen, and if you touch the rook, if you touch the knight, anything, you need to move it. So think for more than, you know and when you are confirmed, then only touch the piece. So that's for the that is for the piece. And then there will be a clock. Okay, there will be a clock. The hand you use to move the piece will be the hand that touches the clock. Okay, and let's say if you move the hand with the right hand and then touch the clock with the left, that is gonna be still illegal. Okay, and then the another rule is that you cannot have any electronic device, neither the watch, neither your mobile phone. Your mobile phone will be kept separately with any of the, any one people on the side of the, on the side or anywhere, that will be depending on the arena, okay, or the venue, and or the manager as well, field manager. And um, and about the rating, is that you you'll be getting your rating at the end of every month, okay. You are not gonna get it immediately after the tournament. Let's say, okay, let's say you started your tournament on 28th of any month, and the tournament ended on 1st or 2nd of another month. Then you are still gonna get your field rating at the end of that, at the end of other month. Also, guys, field rating is a kind of, rating that you will actually get after you will be able to achieve 1400. Let's say that you have played some game, and then let's say in the tournament, let's say you played some games, and then your field rating is less than 1400. Then there is a high chance you are not getting any of the ratings right away, because as I have known, because until, okay, after, okay, let's say that, right, right now the rule is that you are not gonna get any rating that is less than 1400. But until you watch this video, it might be changed. So you need to be updated according accordingly. So another is that in any tournament, there is most likely gonna be a different category. Let's say you are unrated, but that is open tournament. There will be different CM. There might be FM. There might be 1800. There might be 1600. Okay, feed rated. Okay, feed rated. And you should not just get demotivated, because there will be different category. Like the tournament I played had best best unrated, best from unrated, and best from 1600, 1800, and best veteran, 60 plus, based on the 12. And there are many categories. So in any tournament, you should know about any tournament very deeply, so that you would know, like, what is, like, if you can get in on anything. Okay, so I guess I have covered most of the rules, and it might be the time for some tips and tricks, okay, based on my experience. That is not gonna be a perfect tip that is gonna make you master man. Okay, so let's head into that immediately. So the number one rule, as you have already seen, don't expect for blunders. Because this is a tournament 90 minutes. Okay, 90 minutes means an hour and half an hour, means total hour and a half. Okay, so that is for you only, and your opponent will get the same, means 3 hours. And there might be some increment. So based on that, let's round off that figure, and let's say that it is 4 hours. So in 4 hour games, utilize both time. Okay, both time. Okay, so let's say that. Okay, let's say okay, from a simple example. Okay, you both played something like this: goes out, knight goes out, bishop goes out, and let's say you go for the check. This is the discover attack. Okay, in this board, in this online chess you have played, and there is 90, there is like 100% of chance that he is gonna see that the bishop is being attacked, because this is the classical game, and everyone that has been there means they knows chess. And there is less chance that they are gonna not gonna see, like it's 1 from 20 to 30. One people is not gonna see from 20 to 30. So if you know if you just expect them to just miss the bishop, okay, and just bring the queen. Let's say that if you go back, and then yes, attacking is not bad, but you need to have mindset that this is not gonna work. You need to have some backup plan as well. So after this, what are you gonna do is the plan you need to have. Okay, like something like this, or you cannot keep in your mind that this is gonna be the bishop I'm gonna win, and then I'm gonna be up up a material and just simply gonna win. So that's tip number one. Make your mindset that there is gonna be no blunder. So guys, another is a simple rule that go for the pawn first, okay, not for the big materials. Go for go for trying to go up a pawn only, okay, up a pawn only. So yes, let's say that it goes okay, and these and he attacks. Yes, attacking the pawn, you are already a pawn up, okay. I'm not saying just go for the defense, but try to go for pawn up, okay, and try not to go pawn down for yourself as well, because it is gonna, like, let's say that everything is gonna trade, okay, after this, because after that, after the loss of pawn, the opponent might get a little bit worried, because this is not gonna be the high level game where it is gonna be like a 10 piece down for 10 piece up, okay. That's not gonna happen. That might happen, but you need to make your mindset for the worst case scenario, okay. So so even if you, so in these games, okay, like you played one two three, or when you are playing a rapid, blaze, or bullet, there is gonna be a blunder, okay. There is gonna be a sudden blunder, there is gonna be slowly some blunders, okay. That might not happen immediately, but it will happen in the rapid, okay, sooner or later, because there will be the time pressure. But in classical there will be no time pressure, and the opponent, if he knows chess, is gonna play the best move possible, okay, best move possible. So you should not expect blunder, you should expect inaccuracy, and you should go for the pawn. If you are pawn up, in the long term you are winning, because that will keep the opponent in the pressure that I'm the pawn down, and after that you should go for trading, okay. Have patience. So this tips is actually for some people who would play like a rapid, blaze, or bullet, because they are the type of people who doesn't have much patience. So so let's say in this classical 90 minutes, same thing, okay. Like if someone plays a move, he's gonna play another move in 5 seconds, another move in 10 seconds. He's gonna calculate the best move, and also calculate our moves as well. The opponent is gonna calculate his moves as well as our moves, so it's gonna be like 10 minutes. So yes, who would play the rapid, blaze, bullet, they would not have much patience. So like let's say played move like 10 moves, there is no blunder. 15 moves, there is no blunder. Not even an inaccuracy. Not from the level we can know. From the first ever, we are the people that are gonna play the first ever tournament. So so let's say we do expect the person to blunder, because all of the players makes mistake, okay. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, even until the 14 move, that might not be any mistakes, inaccuracy. So so slowly our our patience is gonna go down, because we want to finish the game, because focusing on 2 months, it is a new experience. So we cannot maintain that level of patience. So you also need to make your mindset in such a way that, like, you need to wait until the end, okay, until the end, until the one mistakes. So yes, have patience. You need to pre-make it. Okay. Yeah, the two experience, no, the one experience I can say is that, like, there were two matches which I lost. In both of that matches, I just thought that I got my opponent, okay. That was like something like, okay, let's make it. um, okay, no, I don't want the review. Okay, let's make move. Okay, it was something like, something like this. Okay, that was something like okay. Okay, that was something like my I was playing as a black, I guess. Yeah, as a black. So the pawn was here, another pawn was here. My king was on this square, and then my queen, and then my queen was something here. The pawn was here. There was the knight. There was the queen, and in this situation, the king was somewhere like here. One pawn. Okay. So in this situation, okay. So in this situation, it's black to move, and I don't know, there were much more pieces. Okay, in this situation I thought that I got him. Okay, I got him, like playing something like this. But okay, he also had played the pawn to f5, which I actually forgot. Okay, and then after he played the move, I just went blank. Okay, I just went blank, and I actually pushed the pawn. Okay, like let's say that in this situation he pushed the pawn. Okay, and then I was totally blind. I pushed the pawn, and then the knight directly moved to b4, checked, and the queen was gone. Until this move, there was one passed pawn in this in h file, and there is one passed pawn here as well. Okay, I pushed the pawn. I thought I got him, but actually he got me. So every move you need to analyze it. Don't think that you actually got anyone. Okay, you need to think, why did he play it here, and what can be his motive, and to stop that motive is your number one priority. Okay, so that's the fourth rule. No, not rule, tips, or you can, yeah, tips. So finally, the last tip. So guys, the fourth one is you can go and probably watch some videos of the great players like Magnus versus any other player, Ricardo versus any other player. Yeah, I know that you'll not get better of it, but you'll not get immediately better. But I was saying that you will know when to attack, when to look for some mistakes, or when to think that something is inaccuracy, and something like that. It is not of a big tip, but it is just a simple thing. Just I can you can get reminded of. Okay, so on to the fifth one. So now the final tips is that this is your first ever tournament, and so don't ever be hasty, and you need more experience like this, because this is a different timing, and like playing Blaze, Rapid, and Bullet. This is a different whole, you know different format. So don't think too much, because even if you lose, but there would be the case where if you are actually winning, like I've shown you the previous case, where where you could have the chance to win. So in that situation, if you lose, then you might get very depressed, or even like lose all the motivation to play chess. So don't think of that like this is the first, and even the great players might have lost the first ever tournament. This, all that matters is the experience. And yeah, the experience is the most thing you are gonna gain. You are gonna meet some new people. You are gonna know, you might even lose to small side. You might even lose to an veteran, like old any people. So you might lose to a girl. So yeah, you must accept everything and just move on. And yes, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe this channel, and please leave a comment if I have missed something. And yes, this is all based on my experience, and it can be different from people to people. and you might have a great experience. Okay, even without using these tips. And yeah, it is just to help. Okay, it is just plus one plus point 0.5 extra point for you, helping point. And I can guarantee that it's gonna work, but it might help you in a positive way. So I don't think I missed something. If I have missed, I might be covering in any other video. And yeah, so thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Keep visiting the channel.